Have you ever craved the cozy, comforting ritual of a warm matcha latte in the evening, but worried the caffeine would keep you up all night? I've been there. You love the earthy flavor and the mindful process of whisking it up, but the thought of tossing and turning is a definite deal breaker. Well, what if I told you that you don't have to give up your evening matcha? The secret isn't in finding some magical decaf version, but in understanding how to work with matcha's unique properties. Today, I'm going to share my favorite low-dose matcha recipe, perfect for winding down and relaxing before bed. We'll dive into the science of why this works, how to prepare it perfectly, and how you can transform your evening routine into a moment of pure, calming bliss. So grab your favorite mug. First, let's talk about what makes matcha so special. But matcha also contains a wonderful amino acid called L-theanine. The caffeine provides the energy to get up and go. But the L-theanine is the graceful partner that smooths out the whole performance. It promotes a state of calm, focused alertness. This is why matcha gives you that clean energy without the jitters or the dreaded crash you can get from coffee. L-theanine actually works with your brain's alpha waves, which are associated with a state of relaxed wakefulness. It's the feeling of being in the zone, or a meditative state. Now, here's the key to our evening recipe: the dose. The effects of both caffeine and L-theanine are dose-dependent. A standard ceremonial matcha serving is usually about 1 to 2 teaspoons, which is 2 to 4 grams of powder. This is perfect for a morning boost or a midday pick-me-up. But in the evening, we want to shift the balance. We want just enough of that L-theanine goodness to feel relaxed and calm, but not so much caffeine that our brains get the signal to start a new project at 10 p.m. By significantly reducing the amount of matcha powder, we're essentially turning down the volume on the caffeine while still getting the relaxing benefits of L-theanine. It's about finding that sweet spot where relaxation outweighs stimulation. For my evening wind-down latte, I use just 1/4 teaspoon of matcha powder. That's about 1/2 gram. It might not sound like much, but you'll be surprised at how much flavor and color it still provides, especially if you're using a good quality ceremonial-grade matcha. The flavor will be more subtle, more delicate, and less intensely grassy or bitter, which is actually perfect for the evening. You're still getting that comforting matcha essence. This tiny amount gives you a wonderful dose of L-theanine to ease you into a relaxed state, while the caffeine level is so minimal that for most people, it's really the best of both worlds. Let's gather our ingredients for this calming evening ritual. I recommend a ceremonial-grade matcha for this. Since we're using such a small amount, the quality really shines through. Ceremonial grade is smoother, sweeter, and less bitter than culinary grade, making it ideal for a gentle evening drink. Next, you'll need hot water, but not boiling. Water that's too hot will scorch the delicate powder and make it taste bitter. The ideal temperature is around 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. If you don't have a variable temperature kettle, just boil the water and let it sit for a few minutes to cool down. Then you'll need your milk of choice. I absolutely love oat milk for evening lattes because it's so creamy and has a natural, subtle sweetness. It's all about your personal preference. Finally, you might want a touch of sweetener, though I often find I don't need it with this gentle recipe. If you do, a little maple syrup, honey, or a few drops of liquid stevia are great options. And of course, you'll need your tools: a small bowl or a mug, a bamboo whisk, or a small electric frother, and that all-important 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon. The process is a mindful ritual in itself. Start by sifting your 1/4 teaspoon of matcha powder into your bowl or mug. Sifting is a step people often skip, but it's the secret to a perfectly smooth, clump-free latte. It only takes a few seconds and makes a huge difference. Now, add just a splash of your hot, not boiling, water. We're talking about a tablespoon or 2, just enough to create a paste. This is another key step. Take your bamboo whisk or chasen, whisk the matcha and water together until you have a smooth, vibrant green paste with no lumps. If you're using an electric frother, just whiz it for a few seconds. Once you have your smooth paste, it's time for the milk. I like my evening latte to be extra warm and cozy, so I heat my milk on the stovetop or in the microwave until it is steamy but not boiling. Slowly pour the warm milk into your mug with the matcha paste. As you pour, you can use your whisk or a spoon to gently combine everything. You'll see it transform into this beautiful, pale green, creamy drink. You can froth a portion of your milk separately and spoon it over your latte. Now is also the time to add your sweetener, if you're using any. Give it one final gentle stir. A beautiful, calming, low-dose matcha latte. Take a moment to just look at it. It's not an intense, in-your-face matcha flavor. It's gentle, subtle, and incredibly comforting. You get that hint of earthy, umami goodness, beautifully balanced by the creaminess of the milk. This drink isn't about getting a jolt of energy. It's about signaling to your body and mind that it's time to slow down. I love to pair this with a good book, some quiet music, or a few minutes of journaling before bed. Let's think about how to incorporate this into your routine. Maybe this becomes your new replacement for that late-night snack or a glass of wine. It's a way to treat yourself and practice self-care without sugar or alcohol. The ritual of preparing it can be a powerful signal to your brain. The act of sifting, whisking, and pouring can be a form of moving meditation, helping you to leave the stresses of the day behind and become present in the moment. It's a transition from the doing part of your day to the being part. Creating these small, intentional rituals can have a huge impact on our sleep quality and overall well-being. Of course, everyone's sensitivity to caffeine is different. If you are extremely sensitive, you might want to try this for the first time on a weekend evening, just to see how your body responds. You could even start with just 1/8 of a teaspoon and see how that feels. The goal is to find what works for you. This is about personalizing your wellness routine. For most people, the half-gram dose is the magic number for relaxation without disruption. It's about listening to your body. Pay attention to how you feel after you drink it. That's the feeling we're going for. This low-dose approach has honestly changed my evenings. It allows me to enjoy something I love without any of the negative side effects. It's a simple tweak, but it makes all the difference. So I encourage you to give it a try. Experiment with it. Maybe you'll add a tiny pinch of cinnamon or a drop of vanilla extract to make it your own. The possibilities are endless. It's a simple, healthy, and delicious way to elevate your evening routine and create a peaceful transition into a restful night's sleep. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore the calming side of matcha. I hope this recipe brings you as much peace and coziness as it brings me. If you try it out, I would absolutely love to hear about your experience in the comments below. What's your favorite way to wind down in the evening? Let's share some ideas. If you enjoyed this video and want more mindful recipes and wellness tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video and want mindful recipes and wellness tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And want more mindful recipes and wellness tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support our community. Here's to cozy evenings and restful nights. See you in the next video.